think I'm cheating on Denise, but I miss my pink wigs. I just think, hey, hi, it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, with the Fingerdoo review of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 6, Episode 10. And before we get started, well, I've got some tipper-doos to thank. First off, John Dwyer sent me a tipper-doo as an apology for not sending in his Redbubble pics yet. Well, I guess somebody doesn't want to be a Redbubble model. Come on, John! As much as I appreciate the tip, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Seriously. Melanie Shaw also dropped by with a tipper-doo. Thanks, Melanie. I hope all's well with you, doll. Seriously. Kevin Harrigan from Boston dropped by with some love. He was rewatching my reviews of Drag Race Canada and commented on how I handled some fallout from some Americans who weren't too pleased about my jokes about the US of A. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. If we can't laugh at each other, then what's the point of living so close? Seriously. And finally, Vito Bacuzzi popped by to share the love. Thanks, Vito. You're spoiling me. I'm serious. Now, I also want to send a shout out to Andy Wears Makeup, who you may have noticed on YouTube, and their fabulous husband, Stewie. Andy is fighting Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which, if you remember, is what Evie Oddly is fighting as well. And Stewie has given up his job to become Andy's full-time carer. Now that's true love. Here's to the both of you and hopefully brighter days ahead. Remember, Andy, you can still do drag on YouTube. Seriously. Ooh. Oh, thank you, Jorge. I get the drink. Thank you, Jorge. This is delicious. Just vodka and Coke Zero. Thank you. I like it when you keep it simple. Okay, so let's get to it. Well, finally it's here. The game within a game, but before we could get to it, we had to praise the top 4 for now and Raja's second win. As for the votes, the only one who seemed to vote for Trinity was Eureka. Even Raja voted for Eureka, although we didn't see her lipstick. Do we believe Raja's vote? Well, before we could get on top of that, Rue's video message alarm went off. There was Carson to introduce the arrival of the game within a game. Well, the queens were shook. They weren't sure if the game involved them competing with the eliminated queens to keep their spot or what. Well, they could all relax because the game within a game was RuPaul's secret redemption lip sync smackdown. Apparently, each week the eliminated queens were lip syncing against each other to return to the competition. The top 4 relaxed. Well, enough anyway to toast themselves with a cocktail and get comfy to watch the proceedings. The first round was Serena Chacha versus Jiggly Calyanti. Of course, Serena thought she had a chance, bless. But say what you want about Jiggly, she's a hell of a lip syncer. One might even call her an assassin. I doubt it would be many more than that, but still, she's one a lip syncer too. By the way, has Ru always worn that beauty mark, or am I just noticing it now because it's glittery? Anyway, it was clear that Jiggly was going to take no prisoners. She threw it down off the top, but Serena distracted the judges with her multi-staged wardrobe change. It was a strong start for Serena, but then Jiggly dropped into the splits and Serena, well, seemed to lose her energy. Personally, I thought it was a close call. I wasn't impressed with either of them, but I think by the way it was edited, I would have given Serena Cha-Cha the edge. I know. Who am I? But because it's called RuPaul's Drag Race, Ru declared Jiggly the winner. Next was Jiggly against Miss Silky Nutmeg Ganache. Silky looked good, but more importantly, she looked ready. Jiggly must have been reading Silky's mind because she showed up in a leopard print ensemble too. And once these queens trash talked each other, it was go time. Girls Just Want to Have Fun was the song, and that's what they did. Jiggly seemed more focused on singing into her lollipop, while Silky mixed a signature titty cocktail, which, well, was hilarious. Personally, I thought Silky had more fun than Jiggly, so it didn't surprise me that Ru declared Silky this round's winner. That put Silky up against Yara Sofia next. Yara looked ready to fight because, well, her wardrobe and hair weren't too distracting. Silky was obviously hiding a reveal under her dress, and probably drinks for 12. The point of no return was the song, and right away Yara stripped down. She looked good. And then Silky removed her cover-up to reveal a fun and fringy jumpsuit. Silky worked the hell out of that shimmy trim, while Yara ended up on her back fighting what I can only guess were crabs. I know she was playing an air guitar, but it looked like she had parasites. It must have worried Silky because she gave herself a quick rinse to remove any jumpers. Silky then did the splits and spent the rest of the song on the ground, and to be honest, I have no idea what Yara did. I wasn't that interested in watching, so when Ru declared Silky the winner again, I wasn't surprised. Here's to Silky. 2 wins. Well done. Scarlett Envy was next, and although I didn't have high hopes for her winning a lip sync, she didn't disappoint me with her outfit. Now that's a cat suit. She was giving me Barbarella realness with that outfit and her hair. Silky looked gorgeous too, and thank God for those butterflies on her head. They distracted from those shoes on her feet. Seriously. Cher's Song for the Lonely was the lip sync, and for a brief moment, I thought Scarlett had a chance, but Silky worked that stage. She was left, she was right, and then she whipped out a silk flag and worked that too. Although Scarlett looked stunning, she kind of just stood in one spot and bounced. Hell, even Cher does more, and she's, well, like 1,000. Even dropping to her knees didn't seem to elevate Scarlett's performance, so as disappointed as I wasn't surprised that Silky won her 3rd lip sync. Well done, Silky, I'm just saying. Next into the game within a game was Akira C. Davenport, but Silky took the stage first. She was in a chartreuse cover-up with a rhinestone cowl, but the reason she was first on stage was that Akira had turned down the invitation to compete in the game within a game. They showed us a clip of her turning the invitation down after her elimination, but that didn't stop Silky from lip-syncing. For some reason, Silky still wanted to perform. Well, and why wouldn't she? The song was Barbie Girl by Aqua, and Silky was ready for a solo performance because under that cover-up and cowl, she had on a 2-sided costume. One side presenting male, the other female. And because this song is practically a duet, it was hilarious. Her rolling across the stage, switching between the female and male parts, will become legend. I'll tell you right now. I think Akira made the right call because Silky's performance would have been hard to beat. Here's to Silky, 4 wins in a row. Seriously. Jan was next down the runway, and she looked ready to fight. But Silky was ready to fight even more because she had the cover-up to cover all cover-ups on. The song this week was Pat Benatar's Heartbreaker. It all started well, but, well, then Silky whipped off her wig, and Jan did a knee slide to the edge of the stage and beyond because she totally broke the footlights. Silky then ditched her cover-up to reveal a gorgeous blue and black jumpsuit. And while Jan worked it out as best she could, Silky's prop guitar took that guitar solo to church, and smashing it on stage when she was done took her across the finish line as far as I'm concerned. So I wasn't surprised that Silky won this lip sync too. Jan was clearly disappointed. Bless. The next lip sync was a fait accompli for me. God bless Pandora Box, but, well, she was never going to win a lip sync against Silky. And although I agree with Ginger, if the song was in Pandora's wheelhouse, she had a chance. It wasn't. It was Focus by Ariana Grande. And although Pandora looked beyond gorgeous, Silky was turning it out in her cheerleader look. Right away, Silky looked like she was having fun. Pandora didn't do badly, but there was a lack of drama from her side of the stage. Silky had a skirt reveal and a death flop, while Pandora had, well, whatever that was. So I wasn't surprised that Silky won her 6th lip sync. You could see the top 4 were starting to worry. And then it all came down to Silky versus Eureka. Eureka took the stage first, looking luscious in her custom catsuit. 6-time winner Silky looked like she was auditioning for a commercial to sell tires. But at least she brought snacks. You could see this lip sync meant a lot to both queens, so Ru wasted no time hitting that music, which was Kelly Clarkson's Since You've Been Gone. Eureka started dancing it out. Silky explained that her lip sync told the story of her mother losing 80 pounds, but she had a wardrobe malfunction and couldn't get all the way out of her cover-up. But she worked through it like a champ. Eureka's emotions helped her take it to the next level, but before Ru could announce the winner, the TV went black. Apparently, we're going to have to wait until next week to see how this game within a game ended. Needless to say, the remaining queens were gagged. So, what do you think? Was the game within a game worth the wait? Who do you think is coming back next week? The only thing left for us to do is to tune into RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star 6 next week to see who's coming back and if they have the skills to stay. Until then, please don't forget to like this video if you did. It's one of the best ways you can support this channel beyond subscribing to it, which, if you haven't done yet, would be a big help too. While you're down there, don't forget to check out my social media links, as well as links to Denise Cherneau and her wig shop, my Redbubble store, my Patreon page, and to become a Fingerdoo. And until next week, miss me! Mwah, seriously. It's very short and sweet. That's how I like a Drag Race episode to go. I don't like a lot of the unnecessary storytelling that they do. Just get to it. I want to know who did well and who didn't. I'll tell you one thing, if that Silky Nutmeg Ganache doesn't win the final lip sync after winning 6, well, I don't want to be the person who handles Drag Race's social media. Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling that Eureka won it only because Jiggly had that flub with her cover-up. But I've seen worse people have bigger malfunctions and still do well, so who's to say? I'm sorry that Akira didn't do the lip sync. I get why she didn't, and you know what, I respect why she didn't, but I really like watching her. She's a good lip syncer too. Like, would have been nice to have at least seen her, but I get it. Also, I don't know. I think the longer you're in Drag Race and then you get the chop, it's got to be hard to want to come back for anything at that point. I think there must be a level of relief. It's like, sashay away. Thank God. Where's my phone? That's how I do it. Of course, who would I call? I'd order a pizza.